Hey there, LT Zeta here! Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokémon Moon. In the last episode, we did story stuff, I assume? I don't remember. It's been several whiles. Oh, hi, Gladion. You've been waiting for me to thank me for what I did for Lily. You appreciate it more than you know. The only thing you can offer me in thanks is a great battle. Okay. Sure. Let's get started then, I guess. I guess it's a good thing in the end of the last episode I didn't just walk forward 5 extra steps. So, I wasn't expecting this, but okay, I'll fight you, Gladion. It's a good way to start off the episode, I suppose. Why not? Might as well make use of my corrosion while I have it. Alright. So, let's see. I'm gonna hit this thing with a rock. As soon as it lets me. Okay. Crowbot down. Crowbot? Crowbot. Okay, it's a robot now. Sure. I will accept this fact of life. Lucario. Well, I don't want a rock type out against you. Since you're probably about to try an attack with a fighting type move, let's have you not be affected. Aha, I'm faster than you. Oh. Okay. Wasn't expecting you to be the Z-move user, but okay. Alright, well, fine. You wanna play that way? I'll play your way. Get burned. Moving on. Silvally is the evolution of type Null. I don't remember what it is, so I'm just gonna Toxic it. Actually, I think it's just like normal, because like it's kind of like Arceus, where it's like type changeability-ness, you know? I'm just gonna Venoshock. Union doesn't necessarily need the experience anyway, so if Silvally kills, yeah. It's no skin off of my nose. Hello, it's me. Oh no, my defense fell. Well, apparently that doesn't do that much. But that's why we Toxic, folks. Oh, you have another Pokemon. Why am I bad at counting? Could've sworn that was... whatever. You know what? Why not? You did it to me, I'll do it to you. This is the game we're playing. I fist bump myself because I don't have friends. Alright. Shoutouts to Weavile. It's dead now. There's nothing more to say. Alright. Except you're gonna say something else here now. You got good Pokemon. I know what kind of trainer you are now, and what kind of journey you've been through. Lily wanted you to tell me something. She's looking after our mother at the Foundation. She wanted to tell me that you're the best trainer in the world. She gave me this. For you. Thanks. I'm sure I'll use it. I was working hard to get stronger, too. You're gonna get even stronger, and I can't let my guard down yet. I know we aren't friends, but we aren't enemies anymore either. Keep winning, maybe I'll see you again if you do. Were we ever enemies? You were more just, like, there. Well, anyway. Wait. Yeah, okay. Sometimes these things heal you up afterwards, sometimes they don't. It's kind of a crapshoot, really. But there's a Pokemon Center right here, so I don't care. So, on this episode, now that, you know, random sudden fights against Ladion are over, I will be talking about the game. Gee, what a shocker, am I right? No, but, now that we've kind of gotten through the story parts of the game, for the most part, I wanted to actually, like, discuss the story. Discuss, like, what we've actually been going through while we go through this game's equivalent of Victory Road, which is Mount Nanakila here. So, having not really experienced Pokemon Gen 7 since 2016 and 2017 when Ultra Sun Ultraman came out, having not really experienced these games since then, it's been interesting, to say the least. And I think, overall, honestly, Gen 7, this game at least, holds up better than I expected. But more than that, I think the story is interesting. Because it's kind of a unfortunate meme where it's like, oh, Pokemon, no one cares about no one plays Pokemon for the story, no one cared about Pokemon for the story, Pokemon stories are stupid. Like, that feels like the prevailing, like, vibe, all things considered. That, like, Pokemon stories just aren't good or aren't worth it. Obviously not everybody holds that opinion, but it feels like a common enough opinion that you see around people, especially from people who play the game at any level beyond casual. But even from casual fans, I've seen people just, like, disregard stories in Pokemon games. And I'm certainly one of them. I'm not like one of the kinds of people who think that Pokemon games should not have stories. Oh, that's where the Ice-Z crystal is. It's just here. Okay. Where are all the trainers? What bothers me about the story in this game I should probably say that the story is fine. It's not bad. It's definitely, even going back through it, it is one of the better stories in a Pokemon game. I think there's a couple of key notable flaws, though. The biggest flaw is probably one you've already noticed. The pacing sucks. Oh, there's just no trainers in this version of Victory Road. At all. Okay. That's very weird and unexpected. Maybe that's why I got so pissed off at, like, other games' Victory Roads, because, like, this was the most recent one that most recent Victory Road I went through, and it just has nothing in it. Whatever. The biggest flaw is, like, the pacing. I think that's unfortunately inarguable. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game where they don't really tell you that much, or what they tell you is kind of the equivalent of like what they would tell you in other Pokemon games, except everything is just much more extravagant. Hi, How, you're gonna battle me. I'm gonna just keep talking over you. Everything's much more extravagant. Like, because it's got the 3D models, it's got, like, camera angles that it needs to show. So, like, every little thing in this game that it wants to show you, and take the time to show you, makes it feel really slow. There's a lot of times when, like, the game will interrupt you. And I don't think it's necessarily the game's fault entirely. It just feels like there was a fundamental, like, a disconnect between, like, oh, this is not working like it did in the previous games. This is much more elaborate. And I feel like that's why, from the perspective of, like, challenge. Challenge is the word I'm trying to figure it out. From challenge game players, people who play Pokemon games repeatedly, like Nuzlockers, or just, like, or anything remotely similar to that kind of vibe. They don't like these games because of how slow they are, how much tutorializing there is, how many cutscenes there are. These games get derided for that. But from a casual single playthrough perspective, it's really not that bad. It's just a little teens grating. It's definitely a flaw, I would say. But, like, it's at its worst when you're, like, actively replaying things. I don't know what Komala is. It's a koala. It exists. I'm gonna pain split. I don't know. It has Shadow Claw. That sucks. I don't really know what to make of it. I'm just gonna send Disc out? I don't know. So, I do think that the story pacing is a bit of the flaw. But that's even just more like cutscene pacing more than anything. Within the actual story itself, I think the absolute biggest problem is that the game isn't your character's story. The main character of this story is Lily. It's her story. She's the one dealing with the abusive mother. She's the one who's trying to help Cosmog more than anybody else. She's the one who's in the opening cutscene of the game. The game is Lily's story, which means that the way the game shoehorns in the player character just feels extremely awkward. Like, think about just how, like, weird it is that, like, from an objective standpoint, not in a, I've gotta catch them all. Think about how weird it is from a story standpoint that Lily sees the evolved Lunala and is like, you traveled with me through the entire game and now you're super strong. Go with this other person. Like, it's so weird to me. And because of that, like, because of things like that, where it's like, the game constantly needs to interrupt you because it's trying to tell Lily's story, it just doesn't feel like the player character is involved in the story at all. Sure, you can say, like, oh, but, like, look at how, like, look at these things like, hey, our player character helps Lily get inspired and whatnot. And it's like, yes, the game tells you that, but the other thing is, we're not the only ones. Lily does cite other sources, Kukui, How, even Galadion to a small extent, as well as other trial captains and whatnot. From that perspective, we're not alone in helping Lily, and because we're a silent protagonist, we can't even really argue that very strongly that we significantly help her. Like, you could take the player character out of the story, and the general core story would not change. Lily would still get support from other characters. We're not pivotal here. The only reason we are is because they just decided to make us the player character. The other, like, imagine, say, it was a GameCube Pokemon game. Think about it from that perspective, where, like, it was made by Genius Sonority in the style of Pokemon Coliseum and XD or whatever. I hate XD, but, and whatnot. But, like, the key thing there, if you think about it, they're not adhering to any sort of tradition with those games. And because of that, they're allowed to make the player character this, like, well, ignore Michael from XD. Michael's stupid, XD's stupid. But, like, Coliseum lets the player character be, like, this big ex-con blowing up buildings and whatnot. And, like, sure, they become a silent protagonist eventually, but, like, there's still more character to Wes in Coliseum. So, like, if you were playing this game's story in the vein of Coliseum, where, like, they weren't adhering to, like, the specific traditions of Pokemon, you would be playing as Lily, because it's her story. She's the one who goes through everything. She's the one who has things to evolve into. She's the one who has, like, the final epic confrontation against Lusamine. Or ideally should be. She's the one who is, like, caring for the legendary Pokemon the entire game. She's the one who gets development and goes from a shy girl into somebody who's able to seek on more adventure and more thrills. Slowly but surely, she comes into her own. Meanwhile, a player character is just blank slate, smiley Nikki. And that is just a fundamental flaw with the story. It doesn't mean that what the story is telling is bad, it just means that our player character is completely irrelevant, practically, and as a result, the game needs to bend over backwards, creating contrivances or excuses for why our player character is even involved in half the things. And sure, you can argue, oh, you're not always going to be the protagonist of the story, but in a video game where you're playing as a protagonist, you should have the like, it's so weird. It's weird. Like, it's hard to reconcile, I feel. And then the other third problem is Lucamine herself. I do not like the abruptness of her. But I'll get into that after Kukui waves at me. Hey there, Ulti, you come a long way. Made it through all the trials and grand trials to make up the island challenge. Congratulations. Thank you. Can't help but remember when you first chose your partner. There's one thing left for you to do. Take on the Pokémon League. This is where the real fun starts. Mount Lanakila is where we've always finished the island challenge. We built our Pokémon League right up here, as high into the heavens as we could get, to show our respect for our legendary Pokémon and to honor it. Still remember it like it was yesterday. Went all the way to Indigo Plateau, yeah, right to the Pokémon League headquarters, and went right at them, cousin. Those gym leaders in Kanto really messed my team and me up. I saw my team battling for me through it all, pouring their souls into their moves for me. And that last guy, that dragon user in the cape. Oh, sorry, enough about me. Let's get you in there, yeah? Kukui has a crush on Lance. That's my headcanon. Alright. Well, there's nothing else, but I was expecting an entire goddamn episode of me being able to, like, get out my thoughts while I'm just playing the goddamn game through Victory Road, or Mount Lanakila, and there's nothing here for me, so okay, I'm just gonna keep this discussion into the actual Elite Four, I guess. The only other thing, Lucamine. Like, conceptually, the idea with her is fine. There's a really good vibe with this game, where it's not always very black and white, even though it's a game, it's not exactly like the most in-depth game, and certainly it's accessible for younger audiences. But it's still not completely black and white. There's not like just outright evil and outright good characters. Well, okay, there are outright good characters, but like there's not outright evil characters. Like, here's the thing about Lucamine. What the game doesn't really quite go over in detail within the story itself, it's more like supplemental material and I think out of the way lore that you go through. Lucamine went crazy because her husband, the father of Lily and Glaceon, Moan, went missing during an Ultra experiment thingamahoosin. I don't know the exact details. He's the guy who runs Poke Pelago. He's lost his memory. And nobody knows that he's there. They don't know that he's there. He doesn't know that he should be anywhere else. But that's why Lucamine initially went crazy and started obsessing over Ultra Beasts. And then, from the actual cutscene itself, we then get to see that, like, Nihilego actively poisons Lucamine and makes her condition even worse. So, like, there's an interesting tale of, like, grief and how that can really affect a person and mess things up and cause unintentional abuse. And there's an interesting element to that. And, like, I like that, like, Lily, she misses her mother and, like, the positive qualities that Lucamine used to have and display and show. But, like, she doesn't just completely ignore the fact that Lucamine has been extremely selfish and causing problems. I forgot to buy stuff, actually. Oops. That was good. Alright, can we give up? Am I allowed to give up? You mentioned giving up. I want to go buy stuff. Nope, okay. So you're just gaslighting me. Okay, so what do I even have in my items then? I haven't really used much the entire game. I've got 6 revives. I've got 8 max revives. 5 max potions, 2 super potions. PB up. Let me full heal, blah blah blah. These might actually be useful now. Thank you. I've got 18 hyper potions. Well, yeah, I can do this. Is this even worth using on anybody? No, I'll save it for later. Also got a lemonade, high pounder here. Yeah, I might be able to do some of this. Also got these if I ever need them. I don't remember what the types of this Elite Four are. This Elite Four is kind of weird because I'll just say right outright, half of them are like from other parts of the game. That looks like a rock. That looks like a poison or a psychic or a dragon thing. That's a wing. A green wing. And you're a fist. I'm gonna go fist first. So yeah. My point is, there's a good story between Lily and Lusamine, and to a smaller extent Gladion. The problem is, the solution ends up being Lunala uses magic laser beam on frickin' on Lusamine, and that just like knocks sense into her, and it just feels like a very climactic ending, but it doesn't feel like a satisfying ending. It just kind of happens. And I don't like that. I feel like there could have been a better resolution for Lusamine than just suddenly, like, having her realize her guilt after getting magically hit in the face with moon powers, or sun powers if you're playing the other version. Anyways, hi, Hala. Your Kahuna is now a member of the Elite Four. You're holding nothing back. Yeah, I would have a little more to say, but I was expecting to have a full episode to say it, and for now, I want to focus on the actual combat that I'm going to be encountering here. So, bring it on, Hala. We haven't fought you since the beginning of the game. Hariyama is who you start out with. You and your big floppy mitten hands. Let's see if my choice strategy works. You're nodding and understanding. Okay, so you understand. Good. Well, I'm for sure not quick clawing now. But I'm still faster than you. It's actually kind of good that knockoff hit me during the disguise phase because it didn't get the extra damage as a result. I'm very familiar with knockoff nowadays. Hello, Crabominable. This is the evolution of Crabrawler that I mentioned way back when. This thing is gross. Ow! Okay. That was a pain. That was a painful. Good job, Yuna. Good job. Okay. Got our free switch in then. This should definitely kill you. Okay. 2 down, 3 to go. Get your ugly mug off my screen. Who's next? Poliwrath. Okay. I would like to not have a fire type out for this. Tongs, get in here. Alright, Leaf Blade. This should do decent damage. Okay. Waterfall won't do much to me. Alright. 3 down, 2 to go. Who else you got, Hala? And should I be worried about a Z move? Probably, honestly. Lure Grew to 53. Now let's Grew to 51. Everyone's coming levels. Excellent. Primate. Okay, I'm just gonna pluck you. Okay. This might kill me, but I'm gonna try it again. Outrage. Okay. Okay, Yunnan is fast, so she might be faster than this guy. Okay. Now, last up is gonna be... Beware. I'm gonna Toxic you. Though, this is the Elite Four now, so these guys are probably gonna have full restores. So Toxic might not be a win condition. Okay, so he has full heals, not full restores, which is weird, but whatever. You're 65, you're 90, and they're both regularly effective. I'm just gonna Flamethrower now. Okay, good choice. Hala's down. Alright, good job, everybody. That went pretty well. I like the level I'm at where I am, all things considered. I did like my Omega Ruby playthrough strategy, where I kind of just ignored a lot of trainers when I felt like I was getting a little strong. And it kind of kept me around exactly where I would need to be. The only problem is that I feel like I didn't really experience a whole bunch of actual trader fights this game. Which does feel weird. Will pretty much very closely heal units, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. Just trying to, like... be conservative, because I kind of need to right now. I got 40 HP of Oran Berries there. Alright. I'm gonna do one more of these this episode, and then I'll probably save the last two and the final boss for the next episode. Alright, that's one down. I guess I'll try this one. I don't really know which one this is. Oh, Ghost. This is Ghost. Okay, Ace Rolla. Gotcha. Put Nylas in front. Just because I feel like it'll be better to save choices for later. Alright, Ace Rolla. I'm gonna roll up to you and see how I do. An old Royal Touch, the Pokémon League. Nanu said maybe he can't refuse a Tapu choosing him to serve as Kahuna. But he'd be darned if he had to serve as one of the Elite Four just because some guy asked him. So I guess I'll have to battle hard enough to make up for his not being here. He'll listen to Pokemon, but not to man. Alright. Start with a Sableye. Okay. Good choice. Always happy to see a Sableye on my stream. A Swords Dance. I'm not sure what it can do. Oh, okay, it can fake out. Oh, yeah, sure. It can fake out. I'm gonna Swords Dance again. Okay, that's what it can do. If this goes through, I basically staggered myself. Let's try it. My Nylas, yeah, okay. How's this gonna do? Pretty decent. She might heal now. Yeah, okay. Hit through the confusion. Yes, Nylas! Haha! Okay. Snap out of confusion. Yes! Perfect! Excellent! Exactly what I hoped for. Palossand. We did not see this at any point. Probably because I ignored it. Is ice strong on ground, or is ground strong on ice? Because this is a ground... Pretty certain it's ground. No, I'm gonna check real quick. Palossand is ghost/ground. And the ghost and the ground type is weak to ice. Yes, okay. So, let's try an Ice Spear. Even with Swords Dance, that's not doing that much. But there's always that. Alright. Let's take care of Palossand, then. Oh my fucking god, I just realized. I always thought it was a pun on pile of sand. But it's not. It's a sand castle. Or a sand palace. Or a palace sand. Why does it always happen to me in these games with the ghost types? Delmise! Another Pokemon we did not wind up seeing at any point. I believe it's Ghost Grass? So Icicle Spear might also be the right play here? Okay. Only 2 hits, though. So this might hit me. Oh, damn it. Well, you did great, Nihilus. You did way better than I expected. Alright. Let's get Choice in here now. Okay. I'm just gonna learn Dragon Pulse. I like Yunnan's layout, though. So really, the only question is, do I want the coverage of Dragon-type move? Or do I want Nasty Plot? I feel like I'm gonna keep Nasty Plot. I don't feel like I have an immediate need for a Dragon-type move. Oh hey, it's a good thing I didn't set up Hail earlier. What's with all these ghost types and confusion? You're just annoying. Why couldn't you be like Nihilus? You broke your own damn disguise, you dumbass! Is that why I call people Dungus? Because it sounds like dumbass? I always just operated on instinct there? My brain's going really weird places tonight. What? Is that where that, like, random, like, gender word comes from for me? Huh. It was probably something that I, like, consciously understood when I came up with the word Dungus. But it's something that, like, got lost over time. Well, that sucks. No sense in having raised special attack if I'm gonna just die immediately. Would you stop it with the Confuse Rays? Okay, I at least hit through it. But I'm gonna die again. So you know what? Sorry, Lure, but I'm just gonna accept it. I need a clean switch, and I have more revives than I do potions. Would you stop it with Confuse Ray? Okay. This should kill. It wasn't very effective? Okay. Probably should have used Scald then, I guess, but whatever. Scald. It's Scald, but whatever. My brain does weird things half the time. I mean, we all remember Canopy, right? Let's see what it does. Right. Well, that's not good. That's also not good. It's gonna have amnesia again? No, use Ominous Wind. Okay, well I'm just gonna keep attacking and hope for a poison then. You only get like 3 more of these, if I recall correctly at least. I can waste one with Baneful Bunker. And now I can use Recover to gain back all my health. And now just Poison Jab, and you should only have one more. This is your last. Should be your last one, if I remember correctly and counted correctly. There's the poison I've been hoping for. And I have a feeling Ace Roll is just gonna like full heal away that poisoning, but like still got a little bit of extra damage. So now what? Do you have any other attacking moves? You have Baton Pass, Amnesia. You 5 Ominous Winds, and I forget what the other move was, but it was something that you already showed that you could do. What a fight! You can't do anything anymore. You know what? Just so that I don't have to waste a potion on disc. Let's just get back to full health. Good work, Ace Rolla. Good work. No. Well, fine. Fuck you. Okay, well, that was certainly a fight. Alright. So that was probably about, like, 45 minutes-ish? If I had to guess. Phew. Goes my hope of beating you to smithereens and becoming champion myself. Alright, whatever. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Moon, we're gonna finish the Elite Four and probably the game? Yeah, sounds about right to me, so I'll meet you guys after I'm all healed up and everything. So, see you guys then.